What's up, peoples? It's a terraformer played ASMT in the past. This level is the Spinning Sandcastle by AnimeRules. I like this level. It's a pretty neat level, and that's what I said. I did, in fact, enjoy a level of this ROM hack. The difficulty doesn't fit, surprisingly enough, and I like it. That's ridiculous. Well, the second half makes up for it, but only for silly reasons like my own incompetence, so that doesn't really count at all. That was a little unclear. There was no floor involved. Lots of like chilling out thwomps just there to be spun upon. And a level actually giving power-ups is nice too. I reacted really well to that thwomp. I don't know. I think there was one earlier in the level that I thought would do the sideways thing, but it didn't happen. So I was like, oh, there's not gonna be any. They're just all gonna be just hanging out. I like that use of the sideways thwomp because it just kind of goes into the wall and doesn't move or anything. So, it's kind of like using invisible sprite only solid blocks, but not at all, and I don't think it's actually possible to get in that door. I don't think a jump that I would be able to make without tool assisting would be possible, but I could be wrong also. The second half of the stage is also pretty good. I forgot about this. I like that. It's like, I don't know, it's just kinda, it's silly and it's there and I don't know. It's not something you see every day in a hack, let alone any day in the hack. Those zombies, they don't really go away. You bop on the head. But I'm pretty sure you can spin jump. I play really good, and I even display that you can spin jump on those flames. And that there was an invisible block there, because every other time I spun jump on a fish, which made it die, but since it's like the Rexes and Skeletons, you can spin jump and get an extra boost, which is nice. Never got that dragon coin after the first time through, because it's so dangerous. I like this room. It's out of... It's not out of place for this level or this hack, it's just, I don't know, it's there. Reminds me of something in ASMBXT, which means that ASMBXT reminds me of something of ASMT, because this was existing beforehand. For this run, I accidentally pressed the door a few times, totally by accident, which it is by accident, because why would I hit the door when I'm actually making progress? Because sometimes with my Super Nintendo, the up button just decides, hey, I'm working here, and you're not gonna do anything about it. Here I found a nifty old strategy that works for removing my power-ups, so good thing I was able to collect the extra one in the middle of the screen. I think this room is kind of unclear, to be honest. I know you give me a boss door and all, and that thing, but boss doors don't always lead to bosses. TSRPR taught me that, and I didn't realize at first that that's what we were doing. Luckily, I know enough about the engine that the left blocks are solid for the thwomps, and the right blocks go through for... So, the left blocks, yeah, what am I saying? I don't know. But one of the two things I said was correct or maybe incorrect. And yeah, it's a weird thing. I don't know why it happens at all, but it does. So I don't know. That's just how it went. Panic puzzle by... Your name's not on the list. Huh. Really? Your name is seriously not on the list? Well, I'm going to have to find that then. I also like this level. And surprise, it has a little gimmick thing going on that at first I was like, I didn't think to do it, and it kind of bit me someplace like the keister area, you'll see why and for what reason I do this. And yeah, so but thinking about it realistically, it's pretty neat. I like the stage. The music is completely busted, but you know, that just gives the level charm. And the creator of this level and/or add music did not foresee the future of a level like this. But, you know, the nice thing about the level is that you never really are actually in danger of time up, because it resets to 100 each time you go through a room, and that's pretty nice of the level. I don't know, it just, yeah, there's that stuff going on, but let's try and be more positive about the levels being played. Well, I could have got the moon. I don't know why I ignored that. That's such a shame, because my counter could have went up a little bit, but there's like a whole bunch of power-ups in this section, but they're not really needed ever, so I don't really have much of a problem with power-ups that are not needed, but spammed about. It's just funny like that. But when they're spammed about and really could be in other places, that's when I have the issues. So yeah, this is like the only part I have slight problems with. And it's only because if you get stuck in this little area and you don't have a cape, it kinda, And also, if you don't have knowledge of that quote-unquote mechanic, then you're gonna be scratching your head a little bit. And I'm actually curious to remember what Raokao's reaction to that was, because I don't remember it on hand or offhand or sideways hand. Bro fist! So here's the jumps of the ASMT. I call them the ASMT jumps because I think it was the first time I saw jumps like that, and also they are quite prevalent in the hack. You just saw some the last video too. Hey there, guy! It's a terror person. Gotta remind the player whose hack this is made for. And that's like in the text boxes too. They have that little famous quote of a guy who played this hack and stuff. And A2MT. Such a sad turn of events. Actually, it wasn't really a turn of events. It more like was going that way in direction. And I was thinking about doing a thing, but then looking through the thread, I kind of felt away, and then I felt like, you know what? There's a reason for that. I wasn't involved with it in the first place. So it would be more fitting for someone who is more involved to do something like that. So SS Cotopaxi is by Argumentable and Moniker, and I wish that song, first of all, well, the music, you can hear it here, but never mind, forget what I just said, because it's only for the secret exit, by Moniker and Argumentable. And also, I think that was supposed to be Desert Sprint by SMWFan, but I don't know why the name is different. If someone could explain that to me. Kinda a little confusing. So, what a shocking discovery. An argumental level that's not exactly the most enjoyable thing to have go on. I think it would have been if I realized something for the normal exit, but I didn't. I just thought that other people had different versions than me. What? Well, it was mainly... Actually, no, because before this run I was trying for the secret exit a lot, and I would swim underneath the level like a moron, because I remember Argumentable doing it for his run through it, and you would think Argumentable would know his own level. I haven't confirmed these facts, so don't take this as the be-all, end-all. This section is clearly not Argumentable's section, because it is completely different than the entire level. Well, except for kind of the second half, but also not. Like, I feel like that was kind of a mixed bag. Honestly, I'm not sure. So that could be it. I got pretty lucky with this part and reacting in time. So in that, I'll hand it to you that's good design if you can theoretically get through it on your first try. But still, I don't know. It's good. This is the better section of the level. Like the first section that you have to play through twice. I guess luckily, because it's better than swimming underneath the level for like 3 minutes just to get to anywhere different. But yeah, I don't even know. You're supposed to have the switch differently, and I did dumb, but I managed, and that's really all that counts. Yeah, the first section just feels a whole lot like enemy spam, and like you really have to take care of every single enemy ever. And it's really something that gets tedious. What's going on with the screen? There is some flashy things. I kind of figured since there's just like a whole bunch of coins that maybe this is the end. And I guess it wasn't, because there's a power up here. Oh, okay, yeah, it does go on. I forgot. This part has like a choice in the matter. I guess if you have, I don't even know what I did there, because I kind of just jumped expecting to lose the power up, honestly. Yeah, I think you need the switch off to get that brow coin, but I can really not confirm this. Other than the fact that it would have been impossible with my current status of switches. Don't really like this part of the level. I mean, you get to hear more Zelda, Song of the Rains, Song of Weather manipulation, like the government does. But, anyway, yeah, this part is just, like, something. Like, really, look at what I have to do to get a power-up. I mean, granted, if you're better with Hammer Bros, there's quicker ways to do this. But look at what I had to do. This got so annoying, and it's really the only hard part of this section is this beginning part, and it feels more tedious than difficult and spamity in a way. Like, besides this, it's really not bad. I feel like that section made by Argumentable, and then the rest of the part made by Moniker. Maybe? Honestly, I don't remember which levels were by Moniker, so I don't know for sure, but I don't know, it was more, well, never mind. Never mind, I stand corrected, because this part is like an exact replica of the last Argumentable stage with the Molotov Mario guys, who is currently doing speedruns of Ocarina of Time, which is neat. I mean, he's not yelling as much, so that's an improvement, but this section's pretty neat. I like how it works out. I think it could have been utilized a little more, actually, but yeah, if you fall into the pit, spoiler, because I do show it, you don't die. You get teleported to the beginning of the section. That's hella nice. That was not Argumentable's idea, I can tell you that right now with a face that says, hey, you provided Goombas and I can get rid of the Hammer Bros now. No issue, only slightly issues, but yeah, that's really nice. I was able to get through it on this run because of that. I would have died to that Hammer Bros. I forget if there's another Hammer Bros that I managed to get past. I don't actually remember. Or maybe it was something. Why am I not remembering this level too well? It was only yesterday that I recorded it, I believe. Okay, I for some reason didn't think there was a Boomerang Bros, but I thought it was a Boomerang Bros that was the next obstacle. And man, I used to not have any trouble with those, and then I played Marky Joe's level for a thing, and damn, it kicked my ass really badly too. Everyone else got it on like their second and third try. What the hell? Crying. You can climb those trees. I didn't experience it because I was so scared that I was making like the most minimal efforts, not efforts, but like minimal movements possible. I don't know what that Lakitu is, but it's something that exists. I had to make sure that I actually did, in fact, fast forward the section coming up. Because, yeah, there's replaying and a secret exit path. Who would have thought? But, I mean, I guess it's better than having it after the auto-scroll section, because I wouldn't have got past it again so soon, or whatever. I guess it's better that... I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, if you hit the switch, you can actually get the power-up, and I was really pissed off at that power-up because I'm like, why can't I get you? Like, was there some arbitrary change in the ROM hack thing that made it not possible to get? Like, I literally thought these thoughts exist out there in the miasmith, and it's really sad, it's not kinda sad, it's really sad that they exist. Wanna like this section more. I like the torpedo Teds in this part. They're really neat, but then you have these blooper assholes that don't die by cape. Actually, I cannot confirm if these actually do not die by cape, but considering TSRPR's bloopers didn't, I didn't really want to chance it. This section, well, considering how it always works that way, as long as you do that and you don't touch the floor, or don't arbitrarily stop for any reason, then yeah, it just kind of works. This section's fine, alright, and I have no issues with it, and just wait for the urchin, but it's not a very long wait. But it's this part that I have a problem with, because you can't make that spawner stop spawning torpedoes without spawning the blooper on screen. As you can see, I'm trying to manipulate it, but you just can't. I tried many times, because it took me many times to get through this part, but, yeah, this part's a little, too, because the blooper usually comes towards you, and, you know, is timed terribly, and you have 2 bloopers, 3 fish, and a rip van fish. This section just clogged up the place on the back side of you. That is where it is clogged up, and pretty much here you're home free, because the rest of it is fairly easy, unless you go on the bottom and decide to just swim over a torpedo blooper and you get struck by it. Had to go do something, and I feel bad this is the winning run, but I kept it in just to show, no, I did not use a save state, even though this level kinda deserved one. But why is this going on so long? I literally took this to the most that I could have it, and it's only about halfway done, and I feel really bad for that, and I'm sorry, but I don't know. I feel weird about just having a cut in a winning run. Just makes me feel uncomfortable, like I'm trying to hide something. 'Cause, you know, these are all tool-assisted speedrun recordings, because I know how to hide save states and rewinds with my ZSNES. I don't, by the way. I think it's actually probably pretty easy. You just hit record, but it's like I never really touched it. I never really had a use for it. I don't really want to learn how to use it, so that is that. Yeah, like I said, this part is pretty much home free. If you're small, you just swim past everything. You don't stop. You stop there because you wait for the blooper van fish, the blooper torpedo Ted. I hate this room with a burning fiery passion. That shell is like the bane of Super Mario World existence. It's like, have a Koopa, have it kick a shell, gotta do it, because that's just how the cookie crumbles, you know. You just have to have that at all times. If your level does not include it, if your level, I mean, it has a wall, but, you know, still, they just come at you. It's like you're trying to time it with everything else so you can go, and it just doesn't want to work. I feel like I didn't show this, but the first time I went through there, and the reason why I waited so long, that bony guy, he just fell off for some reason. I guess an Eerie touched him, and he felt the need to fall off. And I guess I lost a power-up or died or something. I was asked a question, and I'm sorry. I didn't even bother fast-forwarding it, because I am a mean person, obviously, and I didn't even touch on how horrible the water is in this section. I don't know what's with it. I'm pretty sure I've swam in one tile of water before, but this is like, you fall out so damn much. It's really annoying. And it actually just kind of worked out with the key, but I was thinking it'd be worse. Oh, spoiler, that's a key. I didn't even get the power, cause, I mean, the 1-up, because, like, no, I gotta get out of here before I get touched by an Eerie, because, I don't know, it's like, I only had no power-ups left, and appropriately touched by kind of an angel, because, well, not really. Ghosts and angels are kind of different. Well, I don't think angels are actually... What am I saying? I had a thought in my head. I was like, this is going to be really clever. And then it was like, it came out of my mouth, and then I'm like, that doesn't even make logical sense. What am I talking about? I say some things sometimes. I swear. I don't know, maybe ghosts were bad people or something, but I don't know, because after I said, I was like, but angel, the definition is something, someone, I guess, that just existed outside the, we're getting into some crazy shenanigans, and that I had to slow it down, because I had to show off what just occurred there, because I don't know